A short practice, watch the videotape of previous game, and then watch the upcoming opponent for a little bit. And then we have more work practices, more physical type practices on Tuesday and Wednesday. We go helmets and cut back quite a bit on Thursday, and then we cut back a whole lot on Friday. So that's a routine we'll be on. Now next week will be different. NCAA has mandated that everybody takes off next Tuesday to be able to vote. All right, so we'll go Sunday, Monday, take Tuesday off. But, I thought we had a good workout today. The kids, bounced back. We were disappointed in our performance last Saturday. There were some good things offensively that we did, but we struggled defensively. They did a good job of converting on third downs and having some explosive plays. And we got to get a lot better on third down. Right now we're one of the top teams in the country in terms of the distance that our opponents have to go on third down, but we're just slamming the door shut. We're just not doing as good a job on that. So we're really dissecting that and see what we can do to improve in that area. And Temple is a big physical team. Since we played them, they've always been that way. Great size on the offensive and defensive line. Big linebackers, pretty good big secondary guys, and they were I think they were up on Memphis at halftime last week. So good football squad, and we're excited about the opportunity to play a home game and come back here and redeem ourselves. Questions?
Willie, Temple was a team that you had a problem matching up with when you first got to Tulane just because of the physicality. Do you feel a lot better about where you are right now in terms of just being able to match up with them?
Yeah, I think we're bigger now on both sides of the lines. First year it was kind of a mismatch. I was surprised at how big they were. They were by far the biggest team, most physical team that we played that season. And they haven't changed much. They're a big physical team, now. So I feel like, I feel like we match up much better.
Their offense has been pretty productive this year. I think they had 500 yards against Memphis. Just what do you see when you look at their offense? I know they've been throwing the ball maybe a little bit better.
Smart quarterback, does a good job of, getting the ball to the right spots. They've got a power running game. A couple good backs. They play more 12 personnel, one back, two tight ends, than really anybody we've played up to this point. So we've been working on that quite a bit. And that's people get into 12. It's a power running game, and then they take their shots. So we've got to be prepared for it.
Does he have an injury that might linger for a while? Or
I hope not. I think he'll be good to go this weekend.
Okay. And also, Josh Hermitage, what is his injury? I know he's been out a couple of weeks. Just what
mono. He had mono, and he just, the kid is really just tried to. We played him against Houston, and he probably shouldn't have played. He's that tough, hard-nosed guy, and wanted to get in there and go. And we played him for a series, and he just, it wasn't the same. And that's just one of those deals that just lingers for a period of time. And he's doing everything he can to get back. And probably a real slim chance this week, but I think maybe next week he'll be able to go. But he's doing everything possible. He's a very competitive young man.
Defensively, like you mentioned, the third downs have been a problem, but just overall confidence. How do you make sure it's been a tough 3-game stretch for those guys? So just some really good offenses. How do you make sure that those guys won't start doubting themselves?
That was like when I was, watching it with the defensive staff on Sunday. All the mistakes were correctable. There's some plays that we didn't make athletically that the guys that didn't make it were capable of making it athletically. And they, just as far as wrapping up and using your arms to tackle and playing with leverage and approaching the ball carrier, with the proper angle and leverage and, and then just being in the right gap and all those different things, so there's a lot of correctable mistakes that we made, give credit to UCF though. They're number one offense in the country for a reason. I mean, they do a great job of playing real fast and also playing real slow. And they do a good job of converting their third downs and fourth downs. And, we just got to do a better job of getting off the field in those situations. And part of that's the call, and part of it's the execution of the call.
Defenses have been struggling kind of across the country this year. Numbers are up offensively. Is there anything to the COVID-19 situation and what you did in the preseason all across the country you feel like that's contributed to that, or is it just the way offenses have changed?
I think it's the way offenses have changed. I think it's I don't buy into that. We just got to play better, and our guys know that.
Dorian Williams is coming in today. How would you assess the year he's had so far?
I want him to put his fingers in his ears so he doesn't get a big head on me, but he's had a phenomenal season. He's doing an excellent job. He's he's what we're the two guys you're interviewing today. What you're looking for in a college. Student athlete, are great students. I've had almost zero problems with either one of them as far as doing everything correctly, and they're tough, competitive players. And Dorian certainly from, last year, he got thrown in the fray and had to play quite a bit for us, and especially in the kicking game. And now he's, we got a nice rotation with our linebackers. We really feel like we got 4 bona fide Division I linebackers, and then those guys also play a lot in the kicking game. So he's having a very good year for us.
I guess there are going to be a few more people allowed to come to the game on Saturday. But what are your thoughts going forward, and how much would you like to see maybe some crowds at games the rest of the year?
Oh, that'd be great. But we're going to follow the mandates that's put down by the mayor, and I think it's great. We've been very fortunate that coaches' families, but more importantly, the players' families are able to come and watch the ball game, and we're going to be able to even increase that a little bit this week. So that's good. I'm glad they're able to get there. I love the fact that the band is able to be out there and be involved. And then I think we're going to allow some more students in the stands also.
And then one last question: when you watched the tape, how did Michael Pratt perform against UCF? What were the good and bad for him in there?
Oh, I think there's a few times he probably would have liked to have given it instead of pulling it, and the couple would have liked to have had his eyes maybe in a different spot throwing the ball. And that's the thing about quarterback. They're involved in every single play. Just like the center. So they've got to. The decisions are so critical at that position. I think for a guy playing his third game, starting his third game, I thought he did an excellent job, and he's getting better and better. And we provide protection for him. I think he, 9 times out of 10, he goes to the right spot.
Coach, the defense was supposed to be a big part of what you were doing this year, and it hasn't exactly turned out that way. When you look back at it, do you think, what is your assessment of what you have seen?
Well, same thing we talked about before is the execution. There's been some times that we've played really well. Obviously, we played some really good offenses these last 3 weeks. But we just got to shut the door on third down. We're one of the top defenses in the country in terms of, I believe, on third down, our opponent is averaging. It's the average distance for third down is 8.2, maybe 8.4 yards, which is one of the tops in the country. But they're converting on those situations, and. So we're doing a good job first and second down, and we're just not shutting the door on third down. So that's been our Achilles heel.
Just for the team's confidence to get a win, to get back in the win column this week, how critical is that?
Huge. It's going to be big, big time for us. We've, I thought we had an excellent practice today. The kids are disappointed. The coaches are disappointed. The managers, trainers, everybody involved in the program's disappointed. You can sit and be a baby about it, or you can go out and, I call it, fight or flight. I've told about 20 guys that, that we're going to see what you're a fighter or if you're going to go ahead and fade into the sunset. And I think our guys are going to fight through this tough time that we're having right now.
Do you think part of what's going on over the last few weeks is the schedule, as much as maybe arguably?
Yeah, you're playing good teams. You got to play good. That's that's the way you got to do it. You got to play good. But we feel like we're capable of beating these teams if we play well. If we don't play well, we're not. It's going to be the same with these last 5 games. Everybody who plays good. This is a good league. It's a really good league. So we got to play good. Everybody good? Thank you.